Well, hello my Beatles friends. Hello vinyl community. This is a video response to two videos that I watched. One from Fit to be Tie-Dyed and one from Jim Royal. I think the original video came from Jim Royal about the first record that I ever bought with my own money. So I thought to myself, yeah, that's a cool idea and that would be an interesting video to make since I have the album, the first album that I bought with my money. So I thought I would respond. So I'm gonna show you the album, the actual album, and then I'm gonna tell you the story behind it. So this is the album, the actual album that I bought with my own money. Well, I was 18 years old. That was July 2000, and shortly after my birthday, my birthday is on 7th of July, and this one I bought something around 15th July or something like that. So it was mid-July, and I treated myself with a good present. And this is the actual album that I bought. This is the very album, and I bought this one in Israel. This is the Israeli pressing with a colored logo here. The original is black, and here on the front cover there's a triangle here on the front cover, and John Lennon's eyes are kind of green. So this is not laminated, this is kind of paper. This is not lamination, and I think this is the as you can see here, the faces are cut, the picture is being zoomed, so I think this is the copy from a picture. So yeah, very interesting cover. This is the back, just like the original, but the logo here is red, not the black. And the vinyl itself is on silver black Parlophone label with only one EMI box, and this is the Israeli second pressing, Israeli 1969 pressing. So I remember I came home. Well, I wasn't interested in vinyl at the time. I had some vinyls from Soviet Union that I brought with me. This was the Hard Day's Night and A Taste of Honey from the Soviet Union, and the Love Songs album that was given to me. But that was the first one that I ever bought. And why I bought it? Because that is my favorite Beatles album, actually. This is the favorite one. And the first time that I ever saw is in this newspaper cutout. This is the original newspaper cutout from 1988 from Soviet Union. This is the cassette inlay. And this is the first time that I ever got familiar with this album. So this image was in my head, and I always wanted to have this album. Then my brother said that I can buy you this CD, but I said no, I want the cassette. So I insisted that he buys me the cassette, so I bought this cassette. This is from Israel 1994. And then during the years I said, okay, I want the CD. So I also bought the CD. And kind of was satisfied, my dream came true, you know. And then in 2000, when I came back home, I saw an advertisement in a newspaper about a record store which was in Tel Aviv, in Dizengoff Center. Is a kind of center of Tel Aviv where everybody hangs out, and the musical shops and record stores and the flea market is there. It's kind of very interesting place in Tel Aviv. And I saw an advertisement of that record store, and one of the albums to advertise that store was The Rubber Soul. It was newspaper, so it was black and white, and I kind of remembered that picture. When I saw the advertisement in the newspaper, I memorized this one. So it was kind of, you know, like a deja vu. So I said to myself, this record store is a very good record store because it has a right album to advertise. I mean, one of the three, I believe. It was the picture on the logo and the name of the store and the address. So I went to Tel Aviv, and I went to that store and I bought this album. I was thinking that it was the British original, but then I realized that it was the Israeli second pressing. But still, This is the best cover that I ever seen on the album. This is my favorite cover, and this is my favorite Beatles album. So yeah, this is the story behind it. This was the childhood memory and childhood vision that I ever saw. So having seen this album for the first time in 1988 on the newspaper cutout in Soviet Union, and I ended up with this album actually buying it. So that's where it started and that's where it ended. Well, not actually ended, because I bought another two Rubber Soul albums, but they are British original pressings. One of them is a loud cut and the one of them is the regular one. So this is the story behind my first ever album that I bought with my own money. This is the Israeli pressing, 1969 Rubber Soul from Israel, which I believe is kind of rare today, but still. So this is my short story, quite simple, nothing special about this one, but kind of made a long journey from Soviet Union to Israel into buying the whole evolution, the newspaper cutout, the cassette, the CD, and the vinyl. Okay, so that's my story of my first ever album that I bought with my own money, and thank you very much for watching, and I would be interested to see your story. And once again, I would like to thank, I don't remember his name, it's Jim Royal. I just subscribed to your channel. Thank you very much for bringing up this topic. And hello to Mr. Fit to be Tie-Dyed. Haven't seen you in a while. So I just watched your video and I said I want to respond. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and feel free to comment. Subscribe to my channel, would be happy if you could subscribe to my channel, and looking forward to see your first ever albums. Bye bye.